It's a Week 14 matchup that should be a good one between the Cleveland Browns and the Cincinnati Bengals. Two teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And an early how do you do right there as they're going to bury him in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Watson, a little touch pass on the jet sweep. And he is out of bounds right around the 34.
And that's something you have to get ready for defensively, because in today's NFL, teams will use their wide receivers on jet sweeps, end arounds. They'll move them back in the backfield and make them running backs. Partner, this was much more of a tap pass, but effective nonetheless.
And I think both guys love it. If you're a quarterback, it's an easy completion. If you're a wide receiver, you get the easy reception and also a chance to try to make a play with your feet. On 4th down on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And here's a fair catch taken at about the 24-yard line.
The Bengals take over first down 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
12, 12, 12, 12, 12. 11, 11, 11, 11.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one, up to around the 33. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
11 MT, 11 MT.
Once again, they run with Mixon. And this carry not as productive. He swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense, and know what they say. Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. The slot man in motion right. And they'll send the slot in motion left.
12. They gotta go.
Oh, the motion comes too late, and this is going to be a delay. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
Here we go.
Not ideal there. That delay of game backs them up 5 yards, so now they need 7 yards on 3rd down.
11 MT tight. 11 MT tight.
Burrow going to fake to Mixon and now look to throw. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. The corner blitz pays off there as they sack him for a loss of 5. So on 4th down, on comes the left-footed punter, Kevin Huber, to punt it away. Back deep, Jakeem Grant. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. It's a 46-yard punt, 2 on the return. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
Now a play fake, and it's Watson. That's to the right side and complete to Njoku. And some room to roam now. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big play there on the catch and run. 33 yards.
And as you saw right there, this is a guy with pretty good speed for a tight end. Nice job there catching the short throw and turning it upfield. He can also be a weapon downfield as well.
Now left side on the swing pass. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got him the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. Room here to run. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. And that one heck of a run right there. Once he got loose, you could tell that he was going to run a long way. That was pretty impressive. Extra point by York is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Here we go.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
11, 11. 11, 11, 11. 11 Mighty. 11 Mighty. 11 Thomas.
Out of the gun, it's Burrow. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete. The Bengals at 8-4 now in the year. They've been playing their best football of the year, winners of 4 in a row.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow.
11, 11, 11.
You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And he'll get about 3 out of that, up to the 39-yard line. Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
But we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
MT paint. 11 MT paint.
On 3rd down, Burrow. That's caught over the middle by Hurst. And he'll only get this to about the 44 as they stop him short of the line to gain. The left-footed Kevin Huber set to punt it away. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. Rolling to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep back over the middle. Now the defense loses him. It's complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Donovan Peoples-Jones, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Browns are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by York is up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. And he powers through the first wave, but he's going to be swallowed up behind the line of scrimmage. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed 1st down there. They've needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
On 2, ready?
14-0 the score. This is the NFL. Ready for the 2nd quarter from Cincinnati. It's the Bengals with the football here, as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
11.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow. This one hauled in by Sample. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. Now, these two teams, you might recall, met back in mid-season, Week 8 to be exact. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home.
11 MT, 11 MT. 11, 11, 11, 11. 11, 11.
From the 41, Burrow. Throw left side, caught by the tight end, Hurst. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 3rd catch of this 1st half for him, and this one is a 1st down.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
Throwing now, Burrow on 1st down. And he fires one that's intercepted. And the Browns are going to get it back here just past the 35.
Well, if you go by the numbers, you'll find as the temperature goes down, so does the passing efficiency. And now that we're in December, even the routine throws are going to be harder for the quarterbacks. And this one, it winds up getting picked off.
They begin this drive with Chubb. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
2nd down, here's Chubb again. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. 40 yards on the ground for him so far. For a lot of people, MVP award means a quarterback award usually, but over 100 yards again last week. They're going to have to look his way more than once when giving out this award this season, I think.
Yeah, it's not just the consistency. It's been some plays that we've seen where we talk about it for weeks thereafter. That's what we're getting out of him. Over 100 yards last week. Expects to continue that in this game, too.
Going out wide, finds Chubb. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. From the 50, it's Watson. And he's got his receiver, Cooper. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 34-yard line.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
2nd down, here's Chubb again. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Not too many more ideal situations at 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
They run it again with Chubb. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb. That's rushing touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Browns have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Extra point by York is up and good. And that makes the score 21-0. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
11.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
11 Thomas. 11 MT Tate. 11 MT Tate. 12.
After the sack on first down, Burrow. He rifles one that's intercepted. And the Browns are going to take possession of the football.
Those have been a problem for them all season, but never quite as much as they have in these last few minutes. Let's count it up now. A pair of picks on his team's last 2 drives and double-digit interceptions this season. I don't care if you're the best in the game or an undrafted rookie. You've got to take better care of the football or you're going to cost your team chances.
Gets a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Now Chubb running right. And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line. 88 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Now this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Watson, a little touch pass on the jet sweep. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17.
Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door. Watson, a little touch pass on the jet sweep. And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Amari Cooper, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Browns are able to add on to their first half lead.
Extra point by York is up and good.
And it is 28-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
This one taken just inside the 10. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill.
And now Burrow going to be intercepted yet again. Picked off by Greg Newsome. And the Browns are going to take possession of the football. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go to the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. They'll keep it on the ground. Felton, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit from 28 yards out.
York able to send this one through.
And that will do it for this first half. So we come upon halftime, and it's the visiting Browns with the lead. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
The Bucs set to get the football first, and they trail here as we get started in the second half.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
The Bengals drive about to get going. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Again, that's Hurst.
That'll go for a gain of 7. And that's going to bring up the 4th down. Here's Kevin Huber now as he's on to punt for Cincinnati. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And out of bounds. This will depend on where they spot it, and they'll say at the 45. The Browns drive about to get started. And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for them. So what's the approach here in the second half?
Just continue to play smart football because they got the other team down and they feel good about the position they're in. The obvious thing people would say is just keep attacking, but I think you also have to be smart about it. Avoid turnovers. That's about the only thing that can derail you at this point. Attack, but make sure you take care of the ball.
On 1st and 10, it's Evans. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Again, a run with Evans. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
On 3rd down, Felton. And he is going to lose yardage here. Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game against them, but tally that one on the side of the defense.
Do you think maybe, possibly, it could be a little bit of a changer for them? Maybe not a game changer, but a little bit of a momentum one that maybe they can string together some pretty good plays and slow them down.
And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 20-yard line.
Here we
The
go.
Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
11 MT, 11 MT. 11.
Burrow will throw. He's got Hurst, his tight end. And he is going to have a Bengals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, a lot of ground left to make up, obviously, a lopsided contest, and we're already in the 3rd quarter. And they won't get it all back in one play or one drive. That's cliche, but it's true, Charles. If they can just maybe get plays like that and get a little momentum built, they can get the scoreboard a little closer.
And can you add some blinders to the cliche, meaning keep these guys from looking at the scoreboard because that doesn't help them at all right now. Their focus needs to be on finishing every drive with points and playing mistake-free football from here on out.
1st down. Here's Burrow. Hooking up here with Trent Taylor. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Throw right side into the hands of the tight end Sample. And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns 33. And those linemen, of course, can't be more than a yard downfield when a pass is thrown, and they might have been able to call that on a couple of guys there.
11 Thomas.
Now Burrow to throw on 2nd down. He'll fire this complete to Hurst down the field. That'll put him at 95 receiving yards now as he's got a 1st down.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Now Burrow on 1st down. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
But look what we have here, a sustained drive, and that was certainly AWOL in the first half. They really struggled to try and move the football. But right now, they certainly seem to have the formula working. Let's see if they can keep it up.
From the red zone now, here's Burrow, first down. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. Joe Mixon, his 21st touchdown of the season. And the Bengals are able to cut into that deficit. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead is down to 24. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs. Run some plays, run some clock. Allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played through. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. On 3rd down, it's Nick Chubb. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down. The Browns send out their punter now as he's on here to punt it away. Almost outkicked his coverage there. 48-yard punt, but 10 on the return. And the Bengals take over 1st and 10.
On 1, ready?
The Bengals drive about to get going. And their 4-game win streak very much in jeopardy as they go to work here late with a 1st and 10. They go play action with Burrow. That's the tight end Hurst with it. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Here we go, here we go.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Burrow on play action. Flush to his right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
11, 11, 11. 12, 12, 12. Stop.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Burrow, he finds Taylor, complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. 22 yards there, a 1st down. Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the 4th. But a nice 1st down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution, even though the scoreboard is going against you. You want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, who's going to keep their heads up and continue to play.
You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And he'll take this one down to the 36. So that time they got the left guard with a hold.
And let's face it, in today's ball, you might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help by grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
On 2nd down, Burrow. That is taken in by Hurst. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. So now, following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. From the gun to give to Mixon. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
11, 11.
It's second and 8.
Again, it's Mixon. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he appears to be about 2 feet short on 3rd and 3. Leaves him with a 4th and 1.
11, 90.
A gain of 2.
They'll run with Mixon. And not only will he not get in, he's going to lose yardage. They stuff him back at the 4. Mixon unable to find the goal line on 4th down. And the Browns are able to come up with a goal line stand. The Browns drive about to get started. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And they'll get him down up past the 15. 130 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. So a little breathing room now. 1st and 10 at the 17. They'll try and wind down some clock with Chubb. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a 1st down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. A give running right is Chubb. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4. And it looks like this will be the last play before the 2-minute warning. Up the middle, it's Chubb. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. The Browns send out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5 all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked out and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. Throw taken in by Taylor, left side. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24.
11, mighty.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And he'll spot Higgins open left side. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. And Burrow going to throw again. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the 4th. Now Burrow. Under pressure, they got him again. Myles Garrett in there for the sack, and that is now 21 for him on the year. Wow, what a season. He's got his big tight end. That's Hurst. And he'll be taken down well before the first at about the 36-yard line.
An 8-yard gain. It's 4th down.
Gun.
Here we go. It's Burrow on 4th down. Open man is Taylor. He's got it. And he is going to have the Bengals first down as they find a way to convert on 4th and 10. But no reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. So this offense able to convert on 4th, and now a fresh set of downs here, 1st and 10.
11 coming.
Now it's Burrow. Now, a quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
One last shot at the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. Mike Evans, 55 yards. And the Bengals are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. He's got them out now to a 3-score lead here in the 4th quarter after that one, CD. And well, he looked right off the line like he knew that that ball was coming his way, and he secured it for 6 points.
Yeah, and I think when you're leading by a healthy margin already, it actually loosens you up and allows you to take maybe a few more chances and definitely play with more confidence, because he certainly saw something he could exploit in the defense, and he made sure to let his quarterback know, just get it to me. And the rest was all up to him, and he delivered and made it a 3-score game.
Taken in at the 3. So that last kickoff, just a mere formality, obviously, Charles, wrapping up